You've definitely heard of Rolex. For most people, it represents luxury, status, and success. A gold watch, a symbol that you've made it. But Rolex didn't start that way. It didn't begin in polished boutiques or celebrity wrists. It began with a simple idea, that a wristwatch could be trusted. And at the time, that idea sounded almost ridiculous. The story starts with Hans Wilsdorf. He wasn't born into privilege. He lost both of his parents at a young age and was sent to boarding school. That early hardship shaped him. He became disciplined, precise, ambitious. In the early 1900s, when he entered the watch business, the world ran on pocket watches. They were considered more accurate, more serious, more respectable. Wristwatches were seen as delicate accessories, mostly worn by women. Many men thought they were impractical. But Wilsdorf saw something others didn't. He believed people wanted convenience. He believed a watch on the wrist could become just as precise as one in the pocket, if it was built properly. In 1905, he founded a company in London focused entirely on wristwatches. A bold move at the time. A few years later, he registered the name Rolex, a short, sharp word that could be pronounced in any language. But belief wasn't enough. Wristwatches still had a problem. They weren't accurate enough. So Rolex began sourcing high-quality Swiss movements and pushing for official chronometer certification, something extremely rare for wristwatches at the time. In 1910, Rolex received one of the first chronometer certificates ever awarded to a wristwatch. That was a major turning point. It proved that wristwatches could be precise. But another issue remained. They weren't durable. Dust and moisture could easily enter the case and damage the movement. So in 1926, Rolex introduced the Oyster case, the first truly waterproof wristwatch case. And instead of just advertising it, they tested it publicly. In 1927, a young swimmer attempted to cross the English Channel wearing a Rolex Oyster around her neck. After hours in freezing water, the watch kept ticking. Rolex placed a full-page newspaper ad the next day, highlighting the achievement. That moment wasn't just marketing, it was proof. From then on, Rolex followed the same formula. Build something exceptional, test it in the real world. Let performance speak louder than claims. In 1931, Rolex introduced another breakthrough, the Oyster Perpetual. It combined the waterproof case with a self-winding rotor mechanism. No daily manual winding, just movement from the wearer's wrist. That innovation became the foundation for nearly every automatic Rolex that followed. And then came the era of tool watches. Watches built with specific professionals in mind. The Submariner, designed for divers exploring deep underwater. The Explorer, inspired by mountaineers pushing toward the summit of Mount Everest. The GMT Master, created for pilots navigating multiple time zones. The Datejust, practical enough for daily wear, but engineered to last for decades. Each model had a purpose. Each one was tested in extreme environments. And slowly, something changed. People weren't buying Rolex because it looked expensive. They were buying it because it worked. Explorers wore them on expeditions. Scientists wore them in harsh climates. Divers trusted them underwater. Over time, reliability built a reputation. Reputation built demand. And demand built exclusivity. As the decades passed, Rolex refined its manufacturing. They began producing more components in-house. They improved their steel alloys. They tightened quality control. Every watch was built to last generations. That consistency created something powerful. When people saw a Rolex, they didn't just see a watch. They saw durability, precision, achievement, and eventually, success. Luxury wasn't the starting point. It was the result. Today, Rolex is the benchmark for what a watch is supposed to be. Even people who don't understand movements, complications, or craftsmanship know the name. If you ask someone to picture a luxury watch, most will picture a Rolex. It has become the reference point, the standard every other brand is measured against. Not because it was the loudest, but because, for more than a century, it consistently delivered precision and reliability. And when trust is built over generations, it stops being marketing. It becomes legacy. So here's something worth thinking about. Do you believe Rolex today is still driven by that original mission of building the most reliable wristwatch possible? Or has it evolved into something more focused on image and exclusivity? Let me know what you think in the comments.